Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Hi guys, hello guys. Good evening, welcome. How are you today?
Good evening, teacher.
Good. Just getting the presentation ready. Okay, guys, officially we are halfway the course. This is our class number 10. 10 more days and we finish. So the time is going pretty fast. Hello, Irving, Daniel. How are you? José, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Alexis, good evening. Wendy, welcome.
Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Good evening, good evening. Hey, Jose
Good evening,
Enriquez.
teacher.
Hello. How are you today, guys? How are you tonight? Feeling good, feeling good. Guys, I told you that you are gonna have your evaluations on Monday and Tuesday, right? Did I tell you that yesterday? Your first written evaluation Monday, your first speaking evaluation Tuesday. All right. Hello, Kenya. Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I am fine.
Please put this here. Right, let's get started. Today, November 16th, 2023, we are going to start unit number 3 today. The name of the unit is invitations. Invitations. So we are going to be practicing how to request people to do something, how to invite people to do something, how to say yes to invitations, etc., etc., etc. But today we are going to talk about something different. But before we begin with today's topic, tell me about yesterday. What did we talk about yesterday? Let's review the previous class. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
What did we study yesterday? You remember?
Double question with go
Let's
going
questions
to
with?
the going to.
Okay, yeah, we were practicing double edge questions with going to. And what do we use going to for? To express what?
what?
Wait, what do we use going to for? To express what? What?
Time, people.
Wait, going to. To express
You know.
future, right? To express future. And yes, we have different double equations. Was Josue was saying for time, for people, what else? For what?
Place.
For places. What else?
For
What?
actions.
Daniel?
Actions.
Actions.
Activities.
Actions, activities. Okay. We will call it generalities. Another one?
People.
He's here already, people.
People.
Yes, we have people. You're missing two. What is the name of the Hubastang song? You don't know that song? I found it for you. What? You don't know the song?
Activities.
It's already here in generalities. You're missing two. You're missing two. You forgot? Hi, people. You forgot already?
Yeah.
Remember. Irvin, you remember? Daniel?
Wow.
What for?
I don't know.
What for? What for? Tell me what for? What for? Remember, manner, quantities, or the way you do something. And the last one more. No ponen la canción de Jugos tan man. I found the reason
Time.
for me. The
Time.
reason. We have that one already. When we get time.
Why?
What? Reason.
Why?
So, what's the question for time?
When?
When? For people?
Who?
Who? For places?
Where?
There. For generality, general things, activities, hobbies, whatever. What? Manner, quantities, or the way you do something?
How?
How, and the reason?
Why?
Why? So can you give me examples of going to? Ask me questions with going to and double H questions. What?
We are going to do the exam.
Repeat, Daniel.
When we are going to do the English exam.
What do you think about that question?
When are we going? Sorry.
Yes, remember positions. When are we going to do or have the English exam? And the answer is you are going to have your English exams on Monday and Tuesday. Another question?
Teacher, se oye una gran distorsión.
It's
Creo que
Daniel.
el ventilador donde Daniel,
It's not the fan, it's the window.
Sorry.
The rain.
Close the
Sí,
window.
se oye bastante ruido.
Another double H question in Fisher.
What are you going to cook tomorrow morning?
That's a nice one. What are you going to cook tomorrow morning? What are you going to cook tomorrow morning, Kenya?
I am going to cook soup.
Soup in the morning.
No, cereal and milk.
Okay. And you, Gerardo, what are you going to cook tomorrow morning?
Same of Kenya.
What?
The same of Kenya.
The same as Kenya. Same as Kenya. Cereal and milk. Okay. And you, Josue, what are you going to cook tomorrow morning?
I am going to cook soft cake in the morning.
Oh, pancakes. Nice, nice, nice.
Pancakes.
All right, give me another question.
Where are you going to do in the park tomorrow?
Wait, where, Roxana?
Where?
Or what?
No, what sería?
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do in the park tomorrow? Or next week?
Well, I'm not going to do anything because I am not going to go to the park.
Okay.
But the question is good. What are you going to do in the park? Okay, one more question before we continue.
Where are you going to swimming? To
And
swim
the verb?
in this vacation?
And the verb?
To swim.
Okay.
Go.
Where are you
Where
going
are
to
you
swim?
going
To swim?
Uh-huh.
Where are
Your
you going to
vacation.
swim on these vacations? I'm not going to swim on these vacations. But yes, no, I'm not. All right, so these are the questions we practiced yesterday. Double-edged questions and going to. Do you have any questions or doubts about this? Because no more future. That's it. Yesterday we finished the future topic. So, no questions? Everything's clear? Water clear? Horchata clear? Coffee clear? You good? Shall we continue with the next topic?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Wait, picture. I can buy myself flowers. Me acaba la canción, Mayun. Okay, guys, today we are going to talk about this. Wait, what's the presentation? We are going to talk about permission and obligations. For this, we are going to be using two different auxiliaries. I will show you what the auxiliaries are with the next activity. Let me change my screen. So it's loading. So when we talk about permissions and obligations, we use auxiliaries can, have to, and must. But today we're going to focus on can and have to. Here, I have a paragraph. And here we have the permissions and obligations auxiliaries. So we are going to complete this paragraph with this vocabulary. Let's start. It says, hi, do you have work this weekend? So what would you put here? Has, to, does, have, can, must, can, or don't?
Do.
To.
Do you have to
To.
work? Do you have to work this weekend? No, I
Don't.
no, I don't.
I
Good.
don't.
I haven't got any work, so I can do what I want. Why? It's my birthday and what would you put?
Have.
Has, does, have, can, must, can't,
Can.
Have.
Can.
and
Have.
I?
Have.
Have, invite. Has, invite.
Had. Has.
Can.
I have.
I can invite
can.
two friends to stay. Would you like to come? Cool. Yes, please. Can your sister Elise come too? No, I'm afraid she.
Does.
What?
She does.
She does
She,
it. No, that is positive.
She
Oh,
does.
Wait.
can't.
Yes.
Can't.
She. Hey,
she can. No.
Can't.
she can't. She was late home last week and now she.
She does.
She does
She,
too. That's
she,
true.
Oh no,
she
sorry.
She have
has,
to stay home
Has.
and help.
has to stay home.
He has to stay home and help with the housework. That's a shame. How long?
Alone
Those. What is the
does,
Must.
does,
what is those?
Must.
Those, a number of those or what? What? We
alone
have
does,
have or must.
Must.
How long must she?
Must.
We need a how long? We need an auxiliary here to make a question. How long?
Does.
alone does she
How
have,
long does
Does she?
she have to do
she
that for?
has to that
Only
for.
for the week. Anyway, I to go.
I have,
Have.
I must
I
to go.
must.
I must to
Das.
go.
The pronunce wait, the
I have
pronunciation
get
is das.
I have.
Yes. I
Must to go now.
must to go or have to go.
Have to
Must
go.
to
I
go.
have to go.
I
I
have to go
have
now.
to go.
Have to go.
I
Now.
I
I must
must get
get to my next class.
to my
must
next
get to
lesson.
my next lessons. All right, so here we have permissions and obligations. What auxiliary do you use to ask or to express permission? Can or have or must?
Can
Can
Can for
and that
permission. And
I can give
obligation?
to friends to stay.
What?
Mhm.
All right, we use can for permission and for obligations to express obligations.
Have to.
Have to. Yes, have to. And what is the negative form of can?
Can't.
Can't. And what will be the negative way to express obligation?
Has.
Haven't.
Negative. Nope, it's not haven't. Auxiliaries. Remember, auxiliaries.
Doesn't.
If it's third person, but only doesn't? Just that.
don't
Don't what? Don't what? Only don't?
Don't have to.
Won't have. Don't have. That's the negative way to express obligations. So that's what we are going to be studying today. But teacher, you have que no es tener. Yes, but in this context, it's not tener. Deber o tener que. Tener que hacer algo. Now, let me go to the presentation again. Let me open this one. Come on. ¿Qué le pasa a la compu? I really need to get another computer. One more time. Obligations or permissions. Have to, must, or can. Now it's fill in the blank. We are going to complete the sentences with the correct auxiliary. You come with us if you don't want to. You can't, you don't have to, or you mustn't.
Don't.
Don't have to.
You don't have to, right? It's not mandatory.
You don't have
To come with us if you don't want to. Very good. You to feed the dog. I've already done it.
You can to feed the dog.
You can't?
To feel the dog. I have already done.
Why can't? It says I've already done it. What does it mean I've already done it? Yo ya lo hice.
Don't have to.
Uh-huh. Don't have to. You don't have to feed the dog. I've already done it. Next, you study for the exam.
You study for.
You have to study,
Have
you
to.
can study, or you
For the
cannot
exam.
study.
You have
Have
to study for the exam.
You
You have to study for the
You
exam.
have
Have
to
to
study
for the exam.
for the
Mhm.
exam.
Look at the sign. You take photos in the gallery. Mustn't, can, or don't have to.
Can.
Don't have.
Can
You can't.
Can.
you can take
No,
photos
in
in the
this case,
gallery?
mustn't because
You
it's
mustn't
mandatory.
take
You
photos in the
mustn't
gallery.
take photos. All right, we are finished. We have a break now.
Have to.
We can have no.
Have to.
Can.
We
Can.
have a break.
We can have a break now. Yes, you have permission to have a break. We can have a break. I study hard if I want to pass the exam. I can study, I can study, I have to study, I must.
I have
Have
to.
to.
I have to.
study
I have
hard.
to.
I have to, or it could be must because it's more
must.
mandatory. Have to and must are very similar. I
must
will tell you the
study.
difference later on. You give the book back tomorrow. I have English only one Monday next week. Only on Monday.
You don't
I
have
can
to
give
do.
the book back.
You don't
can.
have to give the book back.
You have to. No está have to. Don't have to.
Don't have.
Or you mustn't, or you can't.
Can.
Uh-huh. Which
You
one?
can.
Have to.
don't have
Have to.
You can
Can.
see
You can't.
alert
You
see.
can
You
give the
can.
book back.
Can.
You can't. No.
I don't
You
know.
don't have
You
to.
don't have
I
to
don't
give the
have
book
to.
tomorrow.
Ah.
I to leave now or I will miss the bus.
I too late now. Or I will.
I can.
I
Yes,
have.
let-
I
I
have.
have to.
I
I
have.
have to.
have
No,
Have
no.
to.
I has to. But we already have the preposition too. I has to too.
I
I have.
can. I have.
I have
I
to.
have.
I have.
I have to leave now. Tengo que ir ya or I will miss the bus. Uh-huh. I take this handbag into the museum. Is it allowed? This is a question.
Can I
Can.
take?
can.
Can I take?
I
Can I
take
take
this
this
handbag into
handbag?
the museum. Perfect. It's not necessary. You buy her a present.
Have to.
Have
Have
to?
to.
Have
Because
to.
it's not necessary.
Must.
Don't have to.
You
Don't
don't have
have
to.
You
to.
don't
have to
have
buy.
to buy her a present. It's not necessary.
It's not
You
necessary.
use makeup because your skin is beautiful.
You
I
don't
see.
have to use
You don't have
makeup.
to.
You don't have to use makeup. It's
You
not
have to use
necessary
makeup.
because your skin is beautiful.
Skin is beautiful.
You smoke in the hospital.
You
You
don't
don't
have
have
to.
to
Mustn't.
You don't
smoke
have
in
to.
the hospital.
You
Right.
must.
The difference between have to and must is the level of obligation. Have to is obligation, but yeah, you can do it or you cannot do it. No problem. But with must, it's
I must.
100% obligation.
Oh.
Okay.
So
And
in this
you
case,
must,
at the
You
hospital,
must.
you have to or you mustn't.
Yes,
You must.
hospital.
you mustn't smoke
You
in the
must
hospital.
You
You must.
mustn't, yeah, because
You
it's
mustn't.
100% obligation. Si lo cachan, lo sacan. But if I tell you, you don't have to, si lo hace, yeah, no problem. Lo van a regañar, pero no lo van a sacar. So that is the difference. I've already found Jane. You
Must.
must, why? Already,
You
already
don't have
means
to.
ya.
You don't have to it.
You have to do
You
it.
must do
You
it.
have to do it.
You don't have to do it.
Remember,
must do it.
already
must do
means ya. Ya.
You must do it.
You must.
Don't
I
have to do
must.
it.
Huh?
Must.
Don't have to
I
do it.
must. It says, I've already found Jane. You must have to,
Don't
mustn't,
have-
or don't have to.
Don't have to do.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. Yo ya le llamé, ¿para qué le vas a llamar vos? So you don't have to do it. He's getting deaf, sordo. He
What? Ah.
He can listen.
he
He
can't
can listen.
or he can. He can't or he can.
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 He
Can.
can't listen very well. Yes. You speak rudely to your teachers.
You mustn't speak rudely to your teacher.
You don't have to speak rudely to your teacher.
Don't have to or mustn't? Is it
Mustn't.
100% obligation or
Mustn't.
Mustn't.
Mustn't speak rudely to your teacher.
yes, you mustn't speak to your teachers.
Mustn't.
You buy a new pen, you can use mine.
You buy a new pen. You can use mine. Ah.
You have
You
to
You
buy.
don't have.
buy a new
You don't
pen.
have to buy a new pen.
You have to.
You have to
You
or
don't
you don't have to.
Don't
You don't have to.
You have
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah, because you can use mine. It's not necessary.
Okay.
You can use mine.
You bring a sandwich. There is no restaurant where we are going.
To bring a sandwich. There is no restaurant that we are going.
You must
don't-
bring a sandwich. You have to bring a sandwich. You can or you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You can.
You don't have to.
You
You have to.
You have to.
You have to bring a sandwich. Y no es 100% tu obligación, right? It's okay. You take a day off tomorrow.
You can.
can.
You can.
Can.
That's right. I'm giving you permission. You can take a day off tomorrow. No problem. You tell Adam about the party. It is a surprise.
You must.
You must.
Mustn't.
Letter B or
Mustn't.
letter D?
Mustn't.
You mustn't.
Letter
Mustn't.
D.
You mustn't, right?
You mustn't
Because
tell
it is
Adam.
a surprise. Don't tell him. You return the books to the library before Friday.
You must.
You must.
Must.
It's between.
You have to return.
You have to.
Have to.
Must. Have to.
Have to.
Right, let's see. You must
Must.
return the books to the library. Good. Vamos a ver cuánto le sacaron. You got 16 out of 20.
Nah, man.
La pasaron del 5, so that's good. Nice. All right, so let's go back to the presentation. Me arruiné el mouse otra vez. Where is it? Here. All right. So, permission and obligation. Let me show you the explanations here. Kenya, read, please.
Okay. Permission and obligation. Permission can we often use can to ask for and given permission. Can I sit here?
Here,
You-
here.
Here. Okay. You can use my car if you like. Can I make a suggestion?
Suggestion.
Suggestion.
Can I make a suggestion?
Prohibition we
Prohibition.
use can and must to show that something is
Something.
prohibited. Something is prohibited.
It's
It is not usual.
allowed. It is not
Allowed.
allowed.
Can we use can to talk about something that is against the rules?
Against.
Against the rules, particularly when we didn't make the rules.
When we didn't make the rules.
Didn't make the rules. What does this thing say?
Sign. What does this sign say?
Sign
Sign.
say, okay. Oh, we can park here. You can take a photo. Photo is the museum. They really think about it. Sorry.
They are really strict about it. Strictos.
Okay, sorry, we can sell cannabis to under 18.
Knives. What are knives, people? ¿Qué son knives?
Cuchillos.
Cuchillos.
We can't sell knives. All right, so this is permission and obligation. Forget about must. Focus on can and can't. When you ask for or give permission, you use can or can't.
Can
Now,
and prohibition.
for obligations, Gerardo, okay, Roxy, read.
Obligation. We use have to and must to express obligation. There is a slight difference there is a slight difference between the way we use them. Have to show us that the obligation.
Have to show us.
Have to show us that the obligation comes from outside the speaker. We have to wear an uniform.
Where?
We have to wear an uniform when we're working in reception. A student to teacher. When do we have to hand?
And in?
In our homework, Al has to work tomorrow, so he can come.
And no obligation?
No obligation, don't have to. We use don't have to show that there is no obligation. You can do something if you want to, but it's not
Compulsory.
Compulsory. For example, you don't have to wear a tie in our office, but some people like to dress more formally. 2, you don't have to go to the bank to do a transfer. You can do it online. 3,
You can do it online.
You don't have to come with me. Honestly, I will fine.
Honestly. Yes. Okay, guys. So if you want to have permission for something, what auxiliary do you use? People, answer me.
Can.
If you want to ask for permission, can. If you are talking about rules or obligations,
Can't. Oh, no.
Must.
Mm-mm.
Must.
Rules, rules, rules.
Rules must.
Wait, no, must is more. Let's focus on have and the second one.
Have
Uh-huh.
to.
Have to.
Have to.
Have to. This thing doesn't want to work anymore. Yeah, the mouse. All right. Let's move on. Practice. Uy, no le puse el cuadrito. Here we will have to complete these sentences with can, can't, have to, or don't have to, depending on the context. Oops. Give me 1 second.
Have to
Qué
be.
feo trabajar sin mouse. Sorry guys, my mouse just murió. Well, tell me number one. You be a member to borrow from the library.
Have to. You have to be a member.
Why have to? Huh?
Because it's obligation.
Con más seguridad. Is it permission or obligation?
Permission.
Permission? Is it a
Obligation.
rule?
Obligation.
Yes, right, it's a rule. So you are right. You have to be a member to borrow from the library. If you are not a member, you cannot do it. Number two,
Be over
be over 18 to become a member.
to become member.
You have to be over 18 to become member.
One more time, you have to. It's an obligation. It's a requirement. Number three,
You can pay for the annual membership.
why can and not have to?
You have to pay.
¿Por qué cambió de opinión? What do you think about that one? You have to pay or you can pay?
You can pay.
You can pay the
You can pay.
You
It's
can,
optional.
right? It's optional.
option.
You can do it or you can go month by month. You can pay for the annual membership. You pay if you are a full-time student or a teacher.
You have to.
If you are a full-time
If you are a full-time student or a teacher.
You have to.
You have to pay if you are a full-time student or a teacher.
You can
You don't
pay
have to.
if you are.
Why don't have to, Gerardo?
Because probably for students and teachers are free.
It's like a benefit, right? So you don't have to pay if you are a student or a teacher. Very good. Borrow a books at a time. Borrow is prestar.
can
You can.
You can.
Okay.
You
can
can
borrow.
or you can't?
you can
Can.
You
You
can.
can, right? It's not possible. Have your reader's cards with you if you want to use the library.
You
You have.
You?
You don't.
you have to. No.
You don't have to.
You
You don't have to, you have to, you can or you can.
Uh-huh,
Have
you
your
can
reader's card with you
Can
if you
have.
want to use the library.
you can.
you
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 must
can
can
have.
have.
You
You can
can?
have your reader's card. You can.
You think so? Is like optional? Because it says if you want to use the library.
You have to have.
Yes, right. It's a rule. You have to have your reader's card. Tenés que cargarla. What happens if you don't have your reader cards? You cannot use the library. Right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Next. Take home any books without your reader's card.
you can't
You can't.
You can't. You can't, right? It's not possible. Sorry for you. Take the books home for more than 6 weeks, but you renew the loan once.
Oh, you can. No, you
Uh-huh.
You
You
can
can or
take
you
the
can't?
books.
Positive or negative?
Can.
You
Positive.
can take the books home for more than 6 weeks, but you can.
Can't
have
first
You
Renew means renovar.
have to.
You have
You
to.
have to
have
renew the loan once. Yes, you can take them home, but you have to renew the loan. Next, take home 3 DVDs at a time.
can
You can.
You can take
You
home
can take home 3 DVDs at a time. Take them home for 2 weeks.
You have to.
You have to take them home. You have to,
You
is
can.
obligation.
No,
You can
you
take
can.
3 DVDs at a time,
You can
and you have
take
to take
them
So
home.
you have to, it's mandatory que yo los tenga 2 weeks in my house.
for
You
2
can.
weeks.
Huh?
Is you can.
You can say you can, right? You don't have permission to take them home for 2 weeks. You can take them home, yes, but not for 2 weeks. Too much time, right? If not, le cobramos el fee. Next. Next.
You can't.
Return books before or on the due date.
Return books
You
before
have to.
or on the due date.
Don't have to.
Don't have to. It's not mandatory.
No, you have to.
You have
Have
to.
to.
You have to return books before or on the due date. Due date, what is the meaning of due date?
terminar.
Pero la fecha.
Due date is like fecha de entrega.
Deadline.
Mhm. The next one, you pay for lost or damaged books, or if you don't return the books to the library.
You have to
You
pay.
have to pay.
You have to, right? And the last one, take inside bags, coats, food, or drink.
can.
Huh?
Can.
You can take inside bags, coats, food, or drink.
Like cinema.
Like in the cinema, yeah. Why not coats? ¿Por qué no abrigos? Why do you think?
Not necessary.
Probably because they can put the books inside, right, and take them home. Still hide them in your coat and take them home. All right, so one more time, tell me, what do you express with have to?
Obligation.
Obligation.
Obligation. What do you express with can?
Permission.
Permission. You sure, Kenya?
Oh,
You're sure? Are you sure?
so.
So. Now, yes, permission. Don't have to?
No obligation.
No obligation, nor things that you are not supposed to do. And can't, no permission, right? Okay, let's continue. Some more exercises here. Josue, why do I see you on my screen? You are accompanying on the screen. Right. Here we are going to say if the sentence is a prohibition, permission, or obligation. Quickly, excuse me, teacher, can I go to the toilet, please? What is that?
Permission.
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 Students can't enter school without their uniforms.
Obligation.
Obligation.
Obligation?
Oh,
Prohibition.
Students can't enter school without their uniform.
Permission.
Prohibition.
A prohibition.
Permission.
You have to be at the airport at least 2 hours before the flight.
Obligation.
Obligation. I think I can sit here. The seat is free.
Permission.
Permission.
Con más
Permission.
seguridad.
Permission.
Permission.
Permission. You mustn't use your phone during an exam.
Prohibition.
Prohibition.
Prohibition. Oops. I'm sorry, but you have to work next Sunday.
Obligation.
Obligation. Very good. Very good. Let's go. Rearrange the words to make sentences. Valentina.
Has to.
What?
Wake up.
Wake up
Wake up.
early.
Early every day.
Number 2.
Every day.
And
My
my
sister.
My sister
My
Sisters
sister have to work
Sister
on
have to
Saturday.
Positive or
work.
negative?
My sister doesn't have to work.
Doesn't have to work
have to work
On
on Saturday.
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 Number 3.
My
I had
friend.
to clean my room. I had to clean my room. Oh,
Yes, sir.
I had to clean
I have
my
to
room
clean
yesterday.
my room yesterday.
I had to clean my room yesterday. With the yesterday, you can use it at the beginning or you can use it at the end. No problem. Yesterday, I had to clean my room or I had to clean my room yesterday. It's okay.
okay.
Next.
When
I
When?
No.
When I was
At school,
I
I couldn't
I could
wear jeans.
at the school
work
Another.
yesterday.
students.
sí.
It wasn't?
When I was at school, I could wear jeans.
And it wasn't? No.
Peter.
Sería
Ajá.
when
When
I?
When I was
When I was or I was?
was
Oh, when I?
one.
when I was
Están quebrando la cabeza y no se han dado cuenta que está de más ese verbo.
when I
Ah.
wear.
Mhm. When I was at school, I
Oh,
I
couldn't
couldn't
wear jeans.
wear jeans.
Ven la falta de confianza, ven la falta de confianza lo que provoca. Yes. All right. Very good, very good. Let's go to the second one. Por lo menos el toche está volado. Second one. Did the screen change? Yes or no?
the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, did it change? Okay. Right. So here, once again, we have to pick the correct one. Don't have to can whatever option in the sentence. The letter B, you don't have to wear a helmet on a bicycle or you can wear a helmet on a bicycle. Tell me. What do you think? Let's see. Samuel, what do you think for letter B?
Can't.
Can't. Why? Why can't?
Que no puede.
Why? Why is not permitted?
I can.
Wear a helmet on a bicycle, but it is safer if you do.
Don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to do it,
Yeah.
but it's safer if you do. Right? Now let's see, Gerardo, letter C.
Let me think.
Okay. You have to vote when you're 18, or you can vote
You
when
have
you're
to
18?
vote when you're 18.
You have to?
Yes.
Is that obligation?
Yes, vote is a right.
It's a right, but is it an obligation?
No.
No, in some countries it's
No,
an
you
obligation.
can vote when
In some
you
countries, yes, but here in Korea,
We don't know. You can. So
you can. You can vote when you're 18. You have the possibility. Let's see. José Guzmán, letter D.
You can go.
Why? Why can't? Is that permission or prohibition? Go to college unless you want to. A menos que quieras. So you don't have to, or you can go. José?
Don't have to.
Yeah, it sounds better. You don't have to go unless you want to. It's up to you. It's your choice. José Chávez, letter E.
Fly airplanes with your 21. Okay. You have to fly airplanes when you're 21. Have to.
So is it an obligation to fly an airplane? I cannot fly an airplane. You need a license to fly an airplane.
you can.
Is
You,
can.
yeah,
You
you
can
can,
fly an
right? You have the
airplane.
possibility if you go to practice, if you pay for the license. But remember, Jose, have to is tenés que hacerlo. Right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Right.
So you can fly an airplane. You have the possibility when you are 21. Roxy, letter F.
You can drive on the right.
You can or you have to. Para los
You
que
can.
tienen licencia, you can or you have to.
You can.
Have.
Have to.
You
You
have
have to.
to.
You have
It's
to
You have
drive
to
obligation.
on
drive
the
on
right.
right.
Obligation. Si maneja a la izquierda, choca con los que vienen. Here, you have to drive on the right.
Right.
Now, let's see. Irvin, letter G.
Okay, teacher. You drive a car when you can drive a car when you're 16.
You can
I said
drive,
that.
right? You can do it. You have the possibility, but it's not mandatory. Maritza? Oliver?
Hello, teacher.
It's
You can't carry an ID card.
you can't? Yeah, right.
Yes.
You have the possibility, or you don't have to. All right, because you need it. So you can't carry an ID card. It's possible, but it's not obligation. Very good. Now matching. Match the beginnings and the ends of the sentences so that they make sense. Kenya, letter B. Club DJ, can get up late, has to have very clean hands, can eat fattening food, has to know a lot of history, or doesn't have to pay for flights.
Has to have very clean hands.
Why? A club DJ, the music.
No.
What do you think?
Can get up late.
Can get up late? Yeah, that sounds better. He has the possibility to get up late. Why? Because he works very late at night. Samuel, I'm sorry. Daniel Abrego, a flight attendant.
Wait, I am thinking.
What?
I am thinking. Wait.
Okay. A flight attendant, the beautiful women on the airplanes. Que le dan cacahuate.
Number 5 has to know a lot of history.
Why is that necessary for a flight attendant to know history?
Oh no, is that too? No. Wait.
Doesn't have to pay for
Doesn't
flights.
have to pay for flights.
That sounds better. Number 6. A flight attendant doesn't have to pay for flights. Is not obligated. Why? Because she works in the airplanes, right? Crystal, letter D, a tour guide.
A tour guide has to quote a lot of story.
Excellent. Yes, history has to know. So it is mandatory for him to know history. Karen, a model.
What?
A model, letter E.
Letter E. Okay. Cook.
No, letter E. A model.
E. Okay. A model is two. Number 2.
Has to have very clean hands. Why?
No.
Why is it necessary for Miss Universo to have clean hands?
No.
Para no pasar el COVID. No, right? What number is it? Number 4.
4.
Can't eat fattening food. Fattening food, comida que engorda. Well, not la comida, but people, no? So, and the last one, a cook has to have very clean hands. It's obligation. O comerían ustedes y le ven las manos chucas. No, right? So has to have clean hands. Very good. So we're gonna skip this one. Let me open the other one. Wait. Next. One more time. Permissions and obligations. One again. We have to choose the correct one based on the context. Josue Chavez, number 1. This is about teachers. Teachers, permissions and obligations for students.
Don't have to.
Teachers can wear ties or don't have to wear ties?
Don't have to wear.
Don't have to.
Yes, right. It's optional. It's optional. Number 2, anybody? Number 2, students needn't or have to study?
Have to.
Yes, right. It's obligation for you to study. Number 3, students mustn't or have to copy exams after answers from others.
Mustn't.
Mustn't, right? No have to. Because if you do, you fail. Number 4, students must take extra classes if they like.
Can,
right? It's optional. Students must show respect to others. Must, right? So it's obligation that you respect your classmates and everybody. Students needn't study a second foreign language. They can't? Or they don't need to?
Need
They can.
didn't study.
Students
Yeah,
need
they,
to
they,
study
they,
at home.
they don't need it. They can do it, but they don't need it. Teachers must or mustn't drink coffee during class.
Teachers
Bueno,
Drink coffee during
mustn't.
class.
Must,
Mustn't.
Mustn't.
Grammatically, but in reality, we must drink coffee so we don't fall asleep.
Mustn't.
There is no sitting charts, so students needn't sit where they like.
and
Can.
Huh?
Knitting.
There is no
Needn't?
sitting.
There is no sitting chart, so no specific places to sit. So students
So students can sit.
they
Students can
can
sit.
sit wherever they like.
Sit wherever they like.
Teachers don't have to or must come to class prepared.
Must. Teacher
Must,
must
right?
come to class
Must come
prepared.
to class
Must.
prepared. Don't invent the class. Students have to or can go barefoot in school.
What's
Barefoot is tuña.
Have to.
¿Have
go
to?
barefoot. Is
Okay.
¿Y por qué van a andar tuña?
Students can go barefoot.
Students can go barefoot in school, right?
Opcional dice ahí.
That's optional. If you want, you can go chuña or with shoes. It's up to you. Okay. Barefoot. All right, guys. All right. I guess that now you have the idea how to use these things. It's not complicated, right? Hey, wait. Póntala. Come on. Que no compró baterías, pues, teacher. I forgot. So, do you see the presentation? Yes?
No, teacher.
No.
Not yet?
Oh,
Yes.
Not yet. All right, so now we're going to take it to a context. You will have to come up with instructions and obligations. This is the first context. You're going to make a list of obligations and permissions you have at school. Let's start with school. Tell me things you have to do, you can do, you don't have to do, or you can't do. At school. Tell me.
At school,
Permissions and obligations at school.
Exam.
I'm sorry?
I have to make the final exam.
You have to take which one appropriate.
Okay.
The final evaluations, let's say. You have to take final evaluations, okay? What else, people? Come on. Guys, use your imagination. ¿Qué pueden hacer, qué deben hacer, o qué no pueden hacer, o qué no deben hacer at the school?
You have to go the school at time.
A what?
How do you say a tiempo? Or
On time.
time.
On time.
On time. Yes.
You have to go to school on time. Okay. What else?
You have to go enter alcohol.
You have to or you don't have to?
You have to.
Wait, you have to is positive. O sea, ¿tiene que llevar alcohol o no tiene que llevar alcohol?
You don't have to.
You don't. Yes.
You don't. Okay.
Have to take or enter. Yes, Karen? Alcohol.
You have to pay attention.
To school. You have to pay attention. That's a good one.
I can speak in class.
Wait, you can or you can't?
You can't.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
Yeah, you can speak in class unless they ask you to speak. Another one?
You can
You
eat.
don't have
You can
to
eat
make
during the class. You can eat
You
during
you
the
can or
class.
you can't, Josue?
You can. Negative.
You can eat during the class, okay? Unless it is another.
You mustn't carry long hair if you are a boy.
Why?
Te jalan las gruñas.
You mustn't have long hair. This is for boys, okay?
You can go to
You
the
have
bathroom
to
during
your
class.
homework.
Alexis, repeat.
You have to homework.
And you have to do
You have to do an
your
homework.
homework. Your homework. Roxy, what did you say?
You can go to the bathroom during class.
Okay. You can or you can't?
You can.
Yeah, you can, right? You just ask for permission. Can you tell me things that you don't have to do? Negative? You don't have to?
you mustn't have makeup is class.
You mustn't have what?
You mustn't have makeup is school.
Oh, yeah, for the
Makeup.
ladies.
Makeup.
You
Makeup.
mustn't
Makeup.
wear. The verb is wear makeup in the school. This is for ladies. No makeup. Give me two more.
You can use the phone.
You can or you can't?
Can't.
You can't.
You can't use the phone during the classes, let's say. No. In the school. No cell phones or phones in the school. And last one.
You
You can
cannot
copy during the.
modify the clothing.
Alexis, sorry.
You can't modify the clothing.
Repeat.
You can't modify the
Modify.
clothing.
Modificar.
Yeah.
Modify what?
O faltar el uniforme.
What?
The uniform.
What do
The
you mean
uniform.
modificar? What do you mean modificar el uniforme?
Cortar,
Las mujeres hacían
Falda
como
corta.
subirle al ruedo.
o los
Subirle la faldita.
Ajá.
You can
Ponte.
La
alter.
minifaldita, dicen.
You can alter the uniform. Alterar.
Alter.
Yes,
You
that's true.
mustn't.
You can speak.
You mustn't. How do you say poner apodos?
Say nicknames.
You mustn't
Nickname.
Take
Names.
nicknames.
Nicknames. Nicknames. Okay. Now, second, at the hospital. Tell me at the hospital.
Don't smoking.
Wait, have to, can, remember, not imperative.
We can make noise.
We can or we don't have to. Remember, can't is optional. It's not obligation.
Oh, okay. We have make noise.
You have to?
You have to make noise.
You mustn't
You have to or you don't have to?
You don't have to.
Negative, remember, you don't have to. Or you
don't
mustn't,
have
as you wrote to say.
You don't have.
You don't have to make noise. Okay.
Make noise.
Next.
You mustn't run, teacher.
Llegar borracho.
You must, you mustn't
One
run.
more.
No,
Run.
you must
You can say
run,
run.
Run, run.
run.
Correct.
Excuse me, run.
You must not run. Okay. I thought you were
You
saying no,
must
no debe llegar
you
borracho.
have cream.
Crystal,
You must have cream.
you must have
Have eh, how do you say gritar? Gritar?
cream.
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 Cream. It's
But
cream.
you must or you mustn't.
You mustn't.
You mustn't or you don't have to. You mustn't scream. A menos que sea una emergencia, right? Ah, somebody.
You mustn't smoke.
Next,
You mustn't smoke.
you mustn't smoke. All right. Now tell me about permissions too.
You can sleep in the hospital.
You can sleep where?
Mm,
In the
in
hospital.
the bank. Ajá.
En el baño.
A veces no. How do you say banca? O sí,
Banca.
afuera.
En la
The
camilla
bench.
del
La banca.
enfermo.
En la banca, bueno,
On
sí,
the
afuera.
bench. On the bench.
The
On the bench.
bench.
Outside. You can sleep on the benches outside. Another one?
If you want to go to the doctor in El Salvador, you have to make the date
Appointment.
appointment.
You have to make an appointment to see the doctor and wait 4 months or half a year. What else? Tell me 5 more. Tell me 5 more. But tell me about permissions too. Things you can do or you can't do. Not only obligations. What can you do in the hospital?
You
You can
how do you
ponquear las
say,
enfermeras, right? What?
how do you say sacar a pasear al enfermo?
A los perros.
Al enfermo.
Walk. You can take, you can or you can't?
You can.
Possible. You can take the patient for a walk. No le vaya a decir walk the patient porque no es perro, no. Take the patient for a walk.
Okay.
Ok. Uy, se le murió. Next.
You can ask for information.
You can or you can't?
You can.
You can ask for information about your family member, let's say, about your patient. 3 more.
You have to pay is hospital.
La
La de pagar.
you have to pay the bill. Don't run away, right? You have to pay the hospital bill. Okay. 2 more.
You can visit the patient.
You can or you can't?
You can. Can.
Can visit the patients.
The patients.
Patients, all right. Patients. And the last one.
You can eat before the, how to say cirugía?
Surgery.
Surgery.
You can or you can't?
Surgery.
You can.
Cirugía is surgery.
Yeah,
Pronunciation is surgeries.
Surgery. Surgery.
Okay.
You can't eat before the surgery. Yeah, that's dangerous. All right, next. At the airport, para los que tienen pisto y han viajado. Permissions and obligations at the airport.
You mustn't How do you say llevar?
Take.
You
Okay.
can run.
You mustn't take water.
Why?
Es que hace poco fue mi mami de viaje y no le dejaron llevar agua porque como son medios por donde pueden pasar drogas,
Really?
tienen que comprar
Yeah.
arriba del avión.
Okay. A negocio.
Yeah, it's a business.
Mustn't take water. That's business. Then tiene su propia agua.
You can
Alexis, you
run.
said you can run. You
You
can,
can-
you mustn't, or you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to run.
run.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You can take metal objects.
You can or you can't.
You can't.
But you don't have to.
You can too.
Is that optional or is obligation, Wendy?
You don't have to.
You don't have to, yeah. You don't have to enter metal object, metal objects. Uh-huh. Next, objects.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me,
Were
Daniel.
continuous.
What's the difference between carry, bring, and take?
They are just different ways to say the same. They are like synonyms.
Teacher.
Now, the only one difference will be bring. Because
Teacher.
carry, wait, just give me a second.
Bring is traer y take es como llevar.
Yes, that's what I was gonna tell Daniel. The only difference, Daniel, is bring, because carry and take, you take it from one place to the other one, and
You
bring, you bring it from this place to you. So let's see like this. Imagine you have a family member in the United States and you want a PS5, for example. You can tell him, hey, cousin, don't forget to bring me the PS5. Yeah. He don't translate. He brings the thing to you. Or the other way around, you tell him, okay, cousin, don't worry, I will take my PS5 or I will carry my PS5.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Uh-huh.
You don't have you don't have to carry medication without justification.
Prescription.
Yeah.
Without prescription, sin la receta. Okay, yes, that's a good one. You cannot take pollo campero, right?
Teacher, how do you say llegar horas antes?
Arrive before the time. So, what's your idea, Crystal?
You must
You must
arrive. You
arrive
must arrive or
before
before
your flight time.
Okay.
Okay, or before the time of your flight. Next, give me 5 more.
I have a
Come on,
question.
come on.
You can go to the bedroom during the travel.
You can go to the restaurant during your travel.
Bedroom.
Yeah, to travel. Well, in those cases, will be a restroom, not a bathroom, because the bathroom you have a shower, and the restroom it's only the toilet.
Teacher, I have a question.
Tell me, Gerardo.
It's correct to say you mustn't carry weapons.
Weapons.
Weapons, sorry.
Yes. Yep. You mustn't carry.
But I can say
weapons.
Take too.
What? Take.
But I can say take and then carry.
Yeah. You mustn't take weapons, or you mustn't carry weapons.
Okay.
Mhm.
You can go to check in your ticket.
What do you mean?
Cuando va a
Verificarlo.
checar ajá,
Verify. You can verify your
you can verify
flight.
your
What's it? Flight information. Mhm. Or ¿cuál es la palabra? I don't remember the word in Spanish. Anyways. Yes, Karen.
You mustn't carry more than 50 pounds in your suitcase or bag case. No me acuerdo cómo se dice.
Suitcase. Luggage.
Suitcase. Ajá.
Pounds in your suitcase. Yes, that's true. This happened to my cousin 3 months ago, and they wanted to charge $300 for the extra weight. $300.
$300.
$25
Per pound. No, $300. They
Oh.
wanted to charge $300, 300, because she went over the weight porque se pasó del. Tuvimos que botar el campero.
You
Ni modo.
mustn't,
Yes, Roxy?
you mustn't use cell phone during, how do you say, despegue,
Take up.
take off.
Ujú. During the takeoff. Qué negativos están con el aeropuerto. Las prohibiciones me dijeron. No permit.
You
Que se
have
cae el avión,
to
supuestamente.
pay target.
Crystal?
You have to pay target.
The last word?
How do you say pagar con tarjeta?
Pay with credit card. But you have to, or you can?
You can.
You can, right? Because it's permitted, but it's not obligation. You can pay with a credit card. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. All right. Airport. Last one. Here. At the hotel. Permissions and obligations in the hotel? The first one, you can steal the towels, right? No roban las toallas, right?
Así les voy yo.
Next.
Los jaboncitos y el champú.
Yeah. The little soap and the little shampoo. Next. Tell me. Permissions and obligations at a hotel.
You can dog.
El chucho.
Yes.
And the verb, don't forget the verb. How do you say traer?
You don't have to.
In some, you can. You can bring your dog. How would you say in English? Puedes utilizar todas las áreas. O las ¿qué? Ajá, las áreas.
You can use
You can use the
all sites.
different.
You can use all the
Facilities. Facilities son las.
You can use
What's the word in Spanish? No son facilidades. But the areas like the gym, the restaurant, the pool, the
facilities.
Those are facilities. You can use other facilities.
You don't have to noise later night.
You have
no
make noise
reservation.
Too late at night.
Yeah.
You have to make the reservation.
You have to make a reservation. Okay. Let me change it.
You have to.
You have to book, reserve your room in advance. Another one, book in this context is a verb, como reservar o buquear.
Ah, yo no entendí.
Ya, es no es el libro.
You
You have to book your room in
In
advance,
advance,
reservar in
yeah.
advance.
Okay.
Next. Come on, guys, tell me.
You can rest.
Oh, yeah, right. You can rest in your room.
You have to pay previously.
You have to pay in advance. When we want to say así por adelantado, you say in advance. You have to pay in advance.
You have. Le falta have.
Oh, sorry. You have to pay in advance. Next.
You don't have to smoke inside in the hotel.
In the rooms, right?
The
You don't have to smoke in the rooms. What else? What else? How do you say servicio al cuarto? Sí, ¿cómo puedes pedir servicio al cuarto?
You don't
You
have.
can.
Room service.
Don't have.
You can.
Service.
You can reserve.
Bedroom.
You can request room service. What else? Tell me four more.
You mustn't.
You can go.
The lost case.
Roxy?
You mustn't lose the case.
Lose.
Lose
The key.
the case.
You mustn't lose the key. Yeah, if not, they charge you a lot of money for that or the card. José, what were you saying?
Me olvidó.
You must write them down. Three more. Come on.
You must leave time.
Leave. Irse. You must leave on time. Okay. If not, they charge
You
additional.
mustn't make a party.
Why, Roxy?
You can parking.
You mustn't have a party. You can park your car in the, how do you say parqueo in English?
Parking.
Lot.
Parking.
Parking lot. In the parking lot. All right, guys. So, is this topic difficult? No, right? So I ask you again, if you want to establish rules or things that are obligation, what auxiliary do you use?
Have to.
Have to or?
Don't have to.
Don't have to or?
Don't have
Can.
to.
Must or?
Mustn't.
Mustn't. What would be the difference between have to and must?
Must.
Have to, whatever.
Obligation.
It's a slight obligation, right? And must is 100% obligation. With the most, se lo llevan preso. With have to, lo perdonan. And if you want to establish things that are permitted or allowed, que se permiten, what models do you use? What auxiliaries do you use?
Can.
Can or?
Can.
Can't.
Have.
Is it correct if I use the preposition to after can? Like if I say I can to pay in advance? Is that correct? I can to?
Is necessary.
No.
Not, right? Only the auxiliary. I can and the verb.
I can
Have
pay.
to and can only. Okay.
I can.
All right, guys. Time's up. The class is finished. That's it for today. Don't forget
Take a picture.
the picture. Yeah. Don't
Picture.
forget Monday first written evaluation, and Tuesday first speaking evaluation. Okay.
Okay.
Study
Okay.
everything, unit 1 and unit 2, because it will be about those topics. Well, thank you so much for attending the class today and participating. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. You can go have your dinner,
Bye.
watch a
Thank
movie, read a
you,
book,
teacher.
or whatever you do.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye. Have a
Bye-bye.
good one. Have a good night.
Tomorrow.
See you
Bye.
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
God's willing.
Good night.